my 2H! That's stinky. Oh. Okay, I got it. Oh my god, what happened to the fucking camera? Oh, yes! Oh, it was so close. Oh my god. So, after 100 games of Bridget, we have finished at 47 wins to 53 losses. Kind of a surprising record for me for a multitude of reasons I'll go into. The first of which would definitely be that Bridget was a character I was really excited for, and she matches up with things that I like to do as a player. I like looping Oki, I like set play type characters, you know. Really big on Milia. I've been playing a lot of Jacko, actually, in the couple months I've been off since releasing the last video. I've been playing a lot more Jacko because I found that character so much fun. And Bridget lines up with this kind of idea of looping Oki and getting a knockdown, setting the yo-yo up, going and going and going. And I was also really excited to play her when she released, and I did. Before the series even became a real thing, I played a lot of Bridget. Before I knew that I would be actually going through and playing all these characters, I put in a decent amount of time. It was like 30 to 40 games. I had gotten so sick of the mirror match at that point, though, that I had given up and gone back to playing Milia and Axel at the time. So, but it was interesting then that, you know, I end at this losing record. I think it was a multitude of other things going into it. So, one of which, it has to be stated that Bridget is most likely the most popular character in the game, and one of the side effects of that is when you were playing as her, it becomes very clear that people have played against this character before. So you can very easily tell when somebody's been through the trenches, you know, against Bridget players, and they know their kind of counterplay when they can challenge on the extremely impressive offense. Speaking of, going into kind of what Bridget wants to do, she's an extremely mix-up focused character at times, I want to say. She, like, the end goal is to get people into this endless Oki loop where you go into hit, knockdown, set up the yo-yo, hit, roll, yo-yo pulls back, knock them down again. You force them to guess between high and low really, really rapidly, and for very small amounts of damage. The other parts of her game plan are actually a relatively strong neutral game. She has a lot of really, really interesting neutral tools that she can use to approach and hold space until she gets the appropriate knockdown or the appropriate, you know, hit that she wants to get her situation set up. Chief among these buttons, I think the important ones, as at least I have noted, were 2S and 5H were really important ones. 2S because it's a multi-hitting low, so it can stop characters with armor like Potemkin, it can stop like slide head stuff. It'll also stop a lot of characters who want to low profile under your other pokes or your yo-yo toss. So it'll stop Vortex, it'll stop Stroke the Big Tree. Just really important for stopping that forward movement that people want to get to you with, because up close, Bridget isn't actually too strong. She has a reversal DP, meterless, so a meterless invincible reversal, which is quite good. However, her other options up close aren't all that great. Her 6P's just okay. Her mashable buttons aren't the fastest. I think her 5P is 5 frames, but it's a little rough being on defense as a Bridget player, and that combined with your low health pool, this is one of the trade-offs for being a mix-up heavy character in these games is you generally have a lower health pool. It means that you can die pretty quickly. One thing I want to mention about Bridget is sometimes there's characters with particular buttons that I find incredibly fun. And for Bridget, this became 2H. I fell in love with this button. I decided to start using it more because I caught a random Hotashi stream, and when I was getting ready for the Bridget games, I went, it looks like he's using 2H a lot. I don't know why, but that counter hit confirm where you like get a counter hit, you set up the yo-yo, and then you do another 2H, and then you roll, and you confirm into a knockdown. It looked so cool, and I wanted to do it, and happy to report, I got to land that like more than a fair number of times, and it was so much fun, and I ended up hammering away on 2H probably more than I should, but it started trading in weird situations, and usually in my favor. It'd be like weird round start situations where you'd get 2H and you would trade, but because they traded with your 2H, they would get launched up, and I would be able to like run up or set up the yo-yo or get like some amount of free pressure. It was very fun button to hit. I do think that the biggest struggle I ran into with Bridget, personally at least, was closing games out. And putting some thought into this at the end of the games, I thought it was a very interesting thing. I feel like some of the other more mix-up heavy characters have better ways to put you in like more checkmate type situations. Chiefly I'm thinking of like Zato and Jacko in these cases. I know they're a little bit different because they have, you know, the puppets that they set on top of you with Eddie or the minions, respectively. And the comparison I draw is just because you have the yo-yo set up and you have that kind of looping Oki, but I found that it was just really hard to close games out with Bridget. You get people very low, guts would start kicking in, and that already low damage from her looping Oki in particular feels even lower. And if you've played this character, you'll probably understand like that feeling of dread when somebody does break out of your pressure and you don't have resources to try and reset the situation or to like force them back into, you know, that kind of range where you have a lot more control. And it became a like very real thing that I had these where I'd have these really dominant games where it'd get really down to the wire for their health and they would finally break out, and just I wouldn't be able to close it out. Either I had run out of resources and they had blocked successfully, or I just felt like I had run out of options to put them back into containment, as it were, and force them to block more. Overall, though, Bridget is an extremely fun character. Highly recommend, if you've seen Bridget and you're interested in playing the games, give it a go. I think she's actually a great character to just pick up and play. I think she has great mashable buttons just to get you going, get you started if you haven't played a fighting game before. There's a lot of really complex things you can get up to with her, but at a baseline, I think she's very easy to pick up and play. And having a near infinite skill ceiling in a game like Guilty Gear is a very positive trait. There's so much you can learn and do and just execute with Bridget that is very, very cool. So, let me know what you guys think about Bridget in the comments below, and enjoy the matches, guys. Peace.
Here comes Daredevil.
What's Amalgam? In Warframe, the Amalgam mods are like special rewards for sealing Thermia fractures.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oops. Apparently it's a ship in Star Trek? Oh, okay. I don't know about what it is in Star Trek. Oh, my thing didn't come out. I'm remembering. Bit by bit. Oh, my button didn't come out. Damn. I thought my button would come out fast enough because of the blue RC. I like this guy's name. I can't. Relatable.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
He really is just... Oops. I genuinely thought he was gonna DP again. Alright, he got me. I tried to block the other way. Live or die by the DP.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
It didn't come out. No! Sadness. Live or die by the DP, but it's a game 50 dub. Created against Ronnie feels different than against other characters, and I just need to figure that out.
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, bro! Rollback frame 7, why? my god, the fucking KO screen popped up. Wi-Fi warrior, I guess? Aha! I was still in the air. Alright, I'm getting out of here. That was a round 100 dub, but holy, what a start. Alright, we went 47 to 53.